Connelly has it at center. He's onside, makes a move. Connelly backhand scores! Trevor Connelly, tie game, 3-3!
We often ask ourselves what makes a prospect so intriguing. And while the answer to that's kind of loaded, I mean, it's a number of different traits and skills that you have to have. And that's what makes the NHL draft so fun. It's a bunch of different players with different skills and different abilities. And you could be a big Russian, almost like you're built in a lab, like Ivan Draco from Rocky IV. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Ovi. But regardless of how you look, every NHL team is looking for the next player that can help their team win the Stanley Cup. And about a month ago, it was the start of my scouting season with the Gretzky Cup, where I got to see great players like Berkeley Catton and Sam Dickinson from Canada, who are both set to be drafted this year in the 2024 draft. But I want to talk about a different player today. Meet Trevor Connelly, who played for USA at the Gretzky Cup and played for the Tri-City Storm of the USHL last year, where he was 5th in rookie scoring with 47 points in 57 games. And he would continue his impressive play into the Gretzky Cup, where he had 10 points in 5 games. Trevor is set to hit the draft this year in 2024. Let's take a look at some of the things that make Trevor Connelly such an intriguing prospect this year. The clips I'm going to be showing are from a USA-Sweden game from the Gretzky Cup. Here on this play, we see Trevor Connelly locked, loaded, ready for a pass, but then drives to the net. Now moving on to the next play, Trevor has the puck, and he's coming down the wing. Trevor is quick to realize he has a 3-on-2. He takes the middle, knowing he has a pick play set, and finds the teammate across the way for an open pass. That's a good play. Trevor now cuts it back, and here you can see he has a teammate in front of the net that he should drop the puck off to, instead tries a cut move and gets it stolen off of him. The next play is on the power play. Face-off is 1 to Trevor. He looks across, doesn't have the guy open, but that's when he opts for his famous cutback move. And if I'm being honest, it probably would be smart for Trevor to just leave the puck for this defenseman here. Instead, Connelly accelerates off of his punch turn, which is fine. Now we've created some space and the defender's walking along the board. Trevor then shows high deception skill on this play. Head fake and a fake cut to the middle caused this defender to shift his body weight towards the middle and cause him to go flat-footed. Trevor then shows high deception skill immediately after. He pulls the puck on his backhand, forces the defender to walk towards the boards, and then cuts it back inside. This allows Trevor to create a very good opportunity for himself. And now moving on to the next clip, we see Trevor along the blue line and the US is shorthanded. He does a great job by cutting off the option across the ice. Now unfortunately it doesn't work out the way he had hoped. The puck gets pushed down the boards again. And what we have to do from this point to get set back up in our formation. Trevor then gets caught puck watching on this play, allowing the guy to sneak behind him in this area, and it ends up turning into a really good scoring chance for Sweden. And luckily for Connelly, he's able to swoop over this loose puck, pick it up, and go the other way. Trevor then comes down and tries to attack the middle on this defender. The defender makes a nice play and pushes it off of him. And in this sequence here, Trevor has drawn 3 Swedish players to him. Trevor makes the best possible play and just throws it down the boards for his teammate, who ends up scoring a shorthanded goal. On the next play, it's a bit of an interesting scenario. 4-on-3 and Trevor catches himself coming out the box. Trevor stays patient, turns, and gets his breakaway opportunity. He shows elite puck protection skills, holding it on his backhand until after the defender poke checks, then moving it to his forehand. And now for the next clip. Puck gets pushed down the boards and Trevor starts to head there. Trevor loses this battle, but his teammate supports him well. His teammate fires a shot and Trevor follows it to the net. He doesn't mean to make this pass, but if you go to the net, good things happen. And in this clip, this is the kind of stuff I want to see from Trevor Connelly. Puck gets dumped into the corner, and Trevor Connelly waits and stays for the 1-2-2 forecheck instead of just going into the play, and he gets rewarded with a loose puck. He throws it quickly to the middle, but there's honestly nobody there. This is where Trevor proves how fun of a prospect he is. He wins the loose puck, takes it back, he sees the defenseman here, but that's a dangerous pass, so he decides to cut back. And Trevor has to make this play to these wingers up the wall, but instead, Trevor decides it's best to cut back and cut into the middle again. He has a defenseman here that's wide open. Instead, he tries to dangle through. He turns it over, and then that ends up leading to an odd man rush for Sweden. Trevor can do things that no other player in his age group can, but sometimes that simple play just escapes him. And lucky for him, he gets a chance to make up for his mistake. He gets a 2-on-0 coming down the ice. He stops and waits for his teammate, which is a great play. But realistically, he's got to pick his head up and look to shoot in this situation. The goalie was all over that. And in the next clip, we get to see some of the stuff that Trevor Connelly does best. He busts through the neutral zone, and here he shows elite puck protection skills yet again, pulling it away from the defender to his backhand twice in a row. against 2 different defenders. Cuts to the net and doesn't go in, but what a play by Trevor Connelly. Soon after, Connelly picks his head up, looks for options, and he should go down low here to this guy, but he opts for a pass to the middle instead that probably should have gotten picked off. The next clip, he comes over for close support and uses his speed to burn down the wing. Now, if you look at this sequence, we have a 1-on-2 or a 2-on-4 situation, and this is where a chip dump to the right corner would be the perfect option. Have to get pucks deep. He instead tries a cut move to the middle that does not work. In this next clip, the USA is shorthanded. Connelly makes a nice defensive play to break it up. The puck goes back down deep, but the Swedish goaltender turns it over, and Connelly ends up getting a chance. He's got to be able to corral this puck sooner and get a shot off better. With that much open space, we can't go without a shot. On the next play, Connelly is spacing out the D to be able to create some space for his teammates on the breakout. He then gets a lead stretch pass, and this is where he cuts back into the middle. He quickly notices a defender is taking away his option up high, so he cuts it back down low and finds an open teammate with a quick pass. This is a good, smart play. He's created some confusion and left an open guy up high, but it doesn't work out. And the next clip is on the power play. Trevor skates forward, but they're heavily collapsed into the middle, and that leaves 2 options open for him. Well, 3 technically. He could just give this puck up high to his defenseman quick, or he could use his speed to skate into that middle quickly. This would allow you to get some movement and create some confusion. Or the third option, he could just send it down low for his teammate. Or even, how about a 4th option? You walk down the wall and curl back up if you don't like what you see, just to get some movement and then reset it again. Trevor opts for none of these options and then takes a shot that gets blocked. Trevor needs to find a better option there. Soon after, Trevor quickly learns from his mistakes. He sends it down to the net guy, who ends up giving it right back to Trevor. And this time, Trevor gets his shot through. Isn't it crazy how one simple pass is the reason you get your shot through instead of blocked? On the next flip, Trevor speeds down the wing. He realizes when the defender is going to turn and try to close his gap. Trevor does this by reading the defender's feet. He gives the puck off down the boards, and this allows them to start a cycle. The defender does a great job of closing off Trevor's teammate, and Trevor quickly realizes this and opts to help and support. He quickly takes the puck from the Swedish defender. Not only that, but picks his head up in the process, and that's where he finds his teammate in the slot. On the next play, he's trailing behind of a 3-on-2. He pulls to the backhand, but gets stuck. Now, I think he can pull this puck back and lift it over his pad, but instead he goes for a Michigan. And man, look, I love the creativity. I'm never going to take away from a kid for trying stuff, man. I won't. And on the next sequence, they're on the power play. Look how much open space Trevor has right now. He has to catch and shoot this puck a bit quicker. Because he doesn't do that, his shot gets blocked. A little bit later, Trevor moves it down the wall. Once he moves it down that wall, the teammate finds an open guy in the back door. Simple plays work, man. They do. And a little bit later in the sequence, Trevor skates into the middle. Trevor not only shields the defender from behind him, but pulls the defender in front of him towards him, leaving the guy in front of the net open. And this creates a really good scoring chance. So now that we've got to see him over the full course of a game, let's put everything together. Let's look at what we could take away from this performance and the kind of player that Trevor Connelly is. Some of the strengths that I see from Trevor Connelly are things like skating. I mean, his quickness, agility, outside edges, his punch turns, everything is just pretty good from him. He does cutbacks all over the ice all the time, and he's quite honestly pretty explosive out of those turns. Another strength of Connelly is his puck skills and deception. He does this all over the ice as well. He's very good at reading defenders' feet and then manipulating them to do what he wants. The last strength I'll talk about is Trevor Connelly's confidence. The guy just wants the puck at all stages of the game, and that's something that I really like about him. So now that we got through his strengths, let's talk about some of the things that he can improve on. And the first thing has to be smarter, simpler passes. And with Connelly, I think it's interesting because I don't think it's so much so as he's holding the puck because he doesn't see these passes. I think he sees the passes, he just thinks a better play can be made. So picking his spots when to simplify the game is something that I really think that he can improve, and it will be a big step for his game in the coming years. And another improvement is going to have to be quicker releases. He's going to have to let go of the puck quicker, corral it, shoot it, everything. He's got to do that just a little bit faster. Even getting better at picking when to shoot the puck and when not to shoot the puck, I think is an area he could definitely grow at. With how good he is with deception when deking around opponents, I think he can add this into his game when passing and shooting definitely a bit more. So typically I do hate doing any sort of NHL player comparison to these kids, but I'll try my best to give one. And my player comparison for Trevor Connelly is Matt Barzal. The skating between these two is eerily similar. The amount of cutback, the wide base in their frame when they turn, and how about the fact that they like to play drive and dominate the puck when they are out there. They are absolute zone exit and entry weapons every game. For example, I'll show a clip of Matt Barzal versus Trevor Connelly. I'm going to let the clips run, and you guys can see the similarities between the two. So let's talk about my projection for Trevor Connelly. With the skills, the raw talent that he has, I could see him being a possible top 6 forward in the future. The way that I view Trevor Connelly right now is he's a sniper mentally, but his body and his physical work resembles that of a playmaker. And the reason why I believe Trevor Connelly could be a good power play player is that he is a good carry option through the neutral zone. Not only that, but he moves around well on the power play. He moves to different spots, in and out of different places. And I think when he starts to take what's given to him and start doing the simple passes and take the shots that are given, I think he's going to become a really deadly player given his tools. That's going to be all for the video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. Be sure to like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments on Trevor Connelly, or if you guys have any suggestions on things you want to see differently in the videos. I should hopefully be doing these all throughout the year of different players. See you boys in the next one. Peace.